So yeah, right here on Treasure Toys, when I checked earlier, the price for one set, dude, one set, not both sets, one set, the price is $100.06. Now it's already bad enough to charge $100, but you had to also add 6 more cents? Alright guys, welcome back to the Dragon Ball figure recap. First of all, Instamashi on Instagram posted here revealing the SDCC exclusives for this year for Dragon Ball, and they also have a Naruto figure, but I don't care about Naruto. So we're going to talk about these 3 figures here: Gotenks, Super Saiyan Gotenks, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and Super Saiyan Son Goku Mini DAIMA. Okay, so the prices and stuff have not been revealed yet. To my knowledge, it says that information is going to be revealed at some point in the future. Okay, so as for Gotenks here, I mean, like, you know, this figure is from what, like 2018 or 2017 or something? I don't even know. Of course, Square K is currently working on a Gotenks, which, apart from the leg thing, possibly looks way better than this. You know, this is pretty basic stuff, really. You know, like Bandai, of course, we know they don't usually strive for artistic excellence, really. So there's that. It's all shiny and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, I know some people like the shiny pearlescent figures. I don't really like the shiny thing. They have the shiny hair going on or whatever there. So, you know, that is what it is. And keep in mind, though, that like this right here, this promotional image, probably looks better than the actual figure will look. Okay, that's something Bandai, I find, does fairly often, it seems, where the promotional image looks better than the actual figure. So however this looks to you, expect the actual figure to not look as good as this if you think this looks good. You know what I mean? So Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, I mean, this looks kind of cool, to be honest. Like, this looks kind of cool. I like the body proportions and stuff. I actually kind of like how this looks, but, you know, it's like, I just know, dude, like, the actual product that they release is not going to look this good. It's not going to look this good, dude. I'm telling you right now. Because right now, this face sculpt looks kind of good, but I know the actual product they release is not going to look as good as this looks. It's just not going to look that good, dude. You already know that. Okay? Now this one is just ridiculous. I'm just mad. This is just ridiculous. I don't know why this is an exclusive, dude. I mean, who cares about this? Who cares about Mini Goku from DAIMA Super Saiyan? Like, who cares about this? This is a really weird one to me. Very strange. Like, I can see, you know, Gotenks, the figure was released like years ago, more rare now and whatever. Okay, I could see that being something. The Blue Gogeta, you know, of course it's kind of an updated version of the one from like 2018 or whatever, you know, or 2019, whenever that was released. And it looks, the promotional image at least looks kind of good, right? And Gogeta, of course, is a very popular character, so okay, I can see that. But then this Mini Goku here, like, dude, who cares about this garbage? I mean, seriously, like, who wanted this? Like, did anyone even like the original version of this? Like, you know, it's like such a, I don't know, man, a weird one. But honestly, though, I mean, like, you know, this choice of exclusives, I don't find to be anything particularly, like, you know, super interesting to me. I think a better thing would have been to actually make, like, the Ginyu Force or something, but then at the same time, the Ginyu Force is already overpriced, and if they make them exclusives, they're going to overprice them even more, so there's that. It is what it is. I don't really care about these. I have the Tonsen Gogeta already, so I'm fine with that, and I strongly believe that the actual figure they release is not going to look as good as this image. This image probably looks better than that will look, okay? And then Gotenks, don't care about that. The Square K looks better, at least in the face sculpt department. Whether the square K legs have that like ugly jet plane garbage remains to be seen, so we'll have to see about that. Now, as for premium scam dye, the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku DAIMA pre-orders have now closed. It says pre-orders closed May 31st, 2026, 10:59 a.m. EDT. Okay, so that is gone now. These are closed. If you wanted Goku with the big hands from premium scam dye, your window has closed. All right. Regarding Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta DAIMA, pre-orders are still open for this. Not sure when they will close. The calendar might say something, but last time I checked the calendar, I couldn't see any way to filter just Dragon Ball, so I did not even bother, looking through all the stuff that was there. They had like other, different kinds of products other than Dragon Ball and stuff, Now, I did mention a while ago I wanted to do the scamculation for Super Android 13, who they strangely decided to call Fusion Android 13. So today we're going to be doing that, okay? And I want to compare him to the Storm Arena Sagat figure because this is also like a very, pretty tall figure, pretty large figure. So I think that this is a much more, a much more fair comparison compared to, like, say, using Ryu as the base comparison, okay? So we're going to use this as the, the comparison guide. So Sagat here, $34.99, 2 head sculpts right there, right? Effect piece, 4 hands, and a stand. So the base price for Super Android 13 is going to be the $34.99, including the equivalent stuff to whatever these are, like equivalents to these. And anything he's missing, I'll subtract the price from there. Anything extra he has, I'll add the price onto that, okay? So let's see now. So compared to Sagat, now he has multiple face sculpts, but only 1 head sculpt. So I'll combine 2 of these face sculpts to be the equivalent of an extra head sculpt, okay? So let's say he has 2 extra face sculpts because he has the one for Goku and the one for himself. So 2 extra face sculpts. All right, that's the first thing. 2 extra face sculpts. First note right there. As far as hands go, and I mean, dude, he has nothing else. Like, all right, as far as hands go, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8 hands. Sagat has 4 hands, so he has 4 extra hands. All right. 4 extra hands. Okay, there we go. 4 extra hands. And that's it. Yep. Nothing else. Nothing else. I mean, literally, look at the image. Do you see anything else? Do you see anything else here? Do you see anything else? Tell me. Like, do you see anything? Is there something like hiding in the shadows back there? Like, is there something under the sand? Under the dirt? I don't see anything. So he has nothing else. And yet the price is $90. That is why I hate Bandai, despise Bandai. So 2 extra face sculpts, 4 extra hands. Let's see what he's missing. He's missing no effect piece. Okay, no effect piece. He also does not have a stand. No stand. All right, so 2 extra face sculpts. Let's see, according to my notes here, an extra face sculpt is $2. Okay, so 2 extra face sculpts equals $2 extra. Let's see here. Plus $2. No. 2 face sculpt. Oh, 2 for each face sculpt. $4, my bad. $4. Okay. 4 extra hands, $1 per hand. That equals $4. Plus $4. Plus $4. He has no effect piece. Let's say that's what, minus $5. Let's say. Subtract $5, minus $5. He has no stand. I think that is for $2. Yeah, $2 for stand. That equals minus $2. Minus $2 right here. Okay, so all right, $34.99. $34.99, right? Let's do the math here. Let's do the scamculation. $34.99 plus $4 for the 2 extra face sculpts. $4, okay. And then you want to add $4 for 4 extra hands. Oh, his hands are pretty large. Should I give him a bit of a benefit there with the larger hands? All right, let's say his hands, since they're larger, let's call them $2 per hand because they're large hands, right? So let's say 4 extra hands would then be $8, okay? Because his hands, let's say $2 per hand, okay? 4 extra hands, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands. Sagat has 1, 2, 3, 4 hands. So 4 extra hands, $2 per hand, that's $8. Okay, let's add $8 for the 4 extra hands plus 8, okay? And then no effect piece, we're gonna subtract $5. All right, gonna subtract $5. And then we're gonna subtract $2 for no stand. $39.99. That is what the price works out to. $39.99. So compare that to $90. Let's say 90 minus $39.99. This is a $50.01 scam. Okay, so this figure should be $39.99, and that is a certified, complete, and utter scam. All right, as is to be expected with premium scam dye. I'm not surprised at all. I figured this was like disgustingly, grossly overpriced, so that is not surprising to me at all. Let's now move on to Amazon and other sellers. So as for adult DAIMA Goku, Amazon still has this figure here, $37.99. Barnes & Noble also has him, $38 in stock, and they have free standard shipping on orders over $60, okay? And they also have this thing here about premium members save an extra 10%, and all members collect stamps to save with rewards. 10 stamps equals $5. Learn more if you'd like to learn more. I don't really care about learning more right now, as far as that goes. So, Mini DAIMA Goku, I don't see this available from Amazon.com directly, just third-party sellers and stuff, okay? As for Vegeta right here, not available from Amazon either, according to this page here, but Barnes & Noble does have him, $38 in stock, okay? As for Mini Vegeta, I have a coupon offer for $22.02, which I think is probably a very good price for this if you want this, okay? And it says Prime 1 day shipping right there, or 1 day delivery. DAIMA Piccolo, the adult Piccolo, $75, shipped and sold by Amazon.com, and also customer service by Amazon.com. Barnes & Noble is sold out though, okay? It says this item is currently out of stock online. So if you want it from Barnes & Noble, that window is closed, at least right now. As for the Mini Piccolo, it says $41.93 as like the main price, but I have a coupon offer for $29.35, which I think is a very good price for this. Because when I did the calculation for this, I think it was like, it worked out to like $34 or something. So $29.35, very good price if you want this. I have this myself, but I did not buy it for the Mini Piccolo character. I bought it to make a custom Dende for Dragon Ball Thunder, okay? Let's see here. So Glorio's price is down to $84.55, and it says lowest price in 30 days, which is just despicable that that's the reality of this thing. I still don't recommend getting this for $84.55. When this thing starts reaching like, let's say 50 max, preferably 40, 30, that kind of range, then I'd be like, okay, this might be a decent purchase. But $84.55, for what reason? I can't tell you. Bandai is horrible. Continuing now, Shenron, the reissue here, $119.97, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Proud Namekian Piccolo, $105.25, reissue being released on August 14th, 2026. Frieza First Form and Frieza Pod reissue, $98, being released on November 14th, 2026. Frieza 4th form, the universe's bottomless power, $37.99, being released on December 25th, 2026. And it says 1,000 plus bought in the past month. So this one is selling like crazy, okay? Let's see. I think that is the most I've ever seen for any SH. Like usually they have like, you know, the like 500 plus sold or 400 plus or whatever. I've never seen 1,000 plus personally. I don't think I've ever seen that. So that is the most sales for any figure, SH Figuarts, that I remember seeing like ever. That's crazy. 1,000 plus. Okay. I guess it could be just because it's a new pre-order. Like I wouldn't expect it to sell 1,000 plus like every month, you know? So it's probably because it's new. Like a lot of people are like getting it, you know, that kind of stuff, or pre-ordering it, you know? As for, like, see, he has 500 plus, this Goku here, 500 plus, you know? So anyways, 7413, shipped and sold by Amazon.com, in stock right now. Best Buy also has him for $74.99, and I don't know if they have any kind of free shipping thing or anything. I don't see anything here. Okay, so there's that. Let's see here. Boy from the Future Trunks, the reissue. Now this, as far as I recall, this was supposed to release originally like July 14th or something, but I checked today and it's here, available, like just in stock, and it says shipped and sold by Amazon.com. So if you want this is now available. I will be updating dbfigs.com to put this in the new releases section for the SH Figuarts and stuff. So yeah, $78.45 if you want that. The Latent Power Trunks reissue, being released on October 23rd, 2026, $37.97. And they also have another listing here where it's actually in stock for $35, so you can just buy it like right now. Okay, shipped and sold by Amazon.com, and the other one is also shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Don't know why they have it in stock but also have a reissue on the way. It's kind of like weird to me. But anyways, so Barnes & Noble also has the same figure, $35 in stock right now. Free standard shipping on orders $60. Well, orders over $60, okay? Now, does that mean orders like $60.01 or more, or orders $60 or more? Because what if your order is literally $60? Do you not get the free shipping? Do you have to get $60.01? I don't know. Not sure. It says orders over 60, not 60 or more. So I don't know. Anyways, Krillin, Earth's Strongest Man reissue, being released on August 14th, 2026, $65. Games Begin Goku, it says right here, $37.97 in stock, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. And I see this thing here saying 3-hour delivery for $4.99, or Prime free delivery today, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right now, like, what is it, like almost noon my time? So yeah, I mean, I don't live in LA. I just put that there as like a, you know, a kind of like just an address placeholder kind of thing. Okay, just so for anyone who doesn't know, I mentioned that like a while ago in a video, like a while ago, but new people, you know, probably wouldn't know that. So anyways, yeah, cool. Barnes & Noble, they have it as well, $38 for the Games Begin Goku in stock. And then the Gohan that surpassed Goku or whatever, I don't see it being sold by Amazon.com directly, but there are a bunch of third-party sellers charging, like, you know, higher prices, I guess, like 76 kind of thing, 76.88, 76.98, that kind of stuff. Barnes & Noble is still out of stock though. Still says this item is currently out of stock online. As for Dangerous Pride Vegeta, $37.97, being released on June 29th, 2026, so the end of this month. As for the 2.0 Vegeta right here, $35, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Also, Barnes & Noble has the same figure for $35 in stock. Kind-Hearted Saiyan Goku, $37.97, being released on July 30th, 2026. And I think this was just released in Japan recently, so it seems that there's like a 2-month delay as far as when it releases in Japan compared to, let's say, Amazon, for example. Okay, so yeah, there's that. And I mean, like, you know, the most recent image I saw of a face sculpt didn't look like just utter garbage, but it's still like, it still had a bit more of a kind of basic-ish look to it, but it did of course look, I guess it looked better than Bandai usually makes Goku look, at least base form Goku, so there's that. But it's still not, it's not like Black Shark level, you know. Anyways, Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku 3331, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Also, Barnes & Noble has him for $38 in stock. Cell First Form, shipped and sold by Amazon.com, $77.91. Barnes & Noble has him as well for $80 in stock right here. Oh, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, shipped and sold by Amazon.com, $61.99. GameStop has them as well. Same price, actually. Exact same price. Wow, $61.99, $61.99. But you can get it for $58.89 for pros. And it says zip or pay in installments as low as $15.72. Free shipping on orders 79 plus. Exclusions apply 2 to 3 business days, okay? Super Boo right here. Super Boo is $74.99. Being released on January 22nd, 2027, reissue. Unwavering Saiyan Pride Vegeta, $38, shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Barnes & Noble has him as well for $38 in stock right now. GameStop has this Rose Goku Black figure, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black figure. It says reissue, $39.99 or $37.99 for pros. Super Saiyan Broly Full Power reissue, shipped and sold by Amazon.com for $97. This was on sale for $79.99, I think it was, a while ago. It might go on sale again, so I don't think there's any issue necessarily with waiting to see if another sale happens. But it does say 800 plus bought in the past month. But this is new. This was released like recently, so that could be why the number is so up there. But yeah, so I mean, up to you really. I do have this. I reviewed this a while ago. If you want to see the review, it's on my channel. GameStop has the same figure right here, $99.99 or $94.99 for pros. As for this red Goku here, the 4.0, I guess you could say, being released on September 15th, 2026, $37.97. And Best Buy has the 2.0 red Goku here for $39.99. Okay, it says free shipping. Okay, right there. So there's that. The blue Goku 4.0, you could say, right? October 14th, 2026, $37.97. So the same price as the red one. Yeah. And the 2.0 Super Saiyan Blue Goku by Barnes & Noble, being sold by Barnes & Noble here, $38 in stock. Piccolo, the superhero version, $37.99, being released on October 23rd, 2026. GT Kid Goku, $47.20. It says 13% off right there from the $54. Shipped and sold by Amazon.com. And Barnes & Noble has the same figure for $54 in stock right now. Now, let's move on to the third-party stuff. And there is quite a bit to go through because I have like over 100 pages in the PDF that I prepared for this recap. Alright, first for Air HM, Treasure Toys just posted some images here of the like new Beast Gohan, you know, stuff. This blast will look amazing, it says. So this is in stock right now, I believe, right? You got that, you got this, and you got this right here, okay? BGK Toys, it says Career News and 2 others. Dragon Ball Hub Store 9. BGK Toys, Super Saiyan 4 Trunks, some head sculpts. I mean, I think Super Saiyan 4 Trunks is like a Dragon Ball Heroes thing or something, I assume. It's not in GT, of course. So I don't really care about this very much, but I will say, like, dude, add some more expressions, man. Like, you can't seriously be releasing this thing. One expression, neutral looking forward. One looking to his left. Like, what is this? This is just, to me, a waste of time. If you're gonna make a product, give people some variety. Give people some, like, options, man. This is just ridiculous to me. So I have no interest in that. Even if I liked Super Saiyan 4 Trunks or something, I'd be like, this is a waste of money. Like, why am I buying this for just 2 expressions? Just a waste of time. So you got this as well right here. Like, why bother making this? I think this hair is like translucent or something compared to this one being solid. Okay, I mean, it looks like just like, I guess they're just like recolored expressions from the like Boy from the Future Trunks. It's not like some super artistic thing or anything. You know, pretty like, you know, pretty basic stuff, I guess. This right here, I guess, is Super Saiyan Blue, right? And this, I guess, is the translucent version of that. So yeah, pretty basic stuff to me. Not much expression, just like just ridiculous. Why are you making this? What is the point of this nonsense? This looking forward and then looking to the side. Just a waste of time. Waste of time. All right, Black Hole Toys. So let's see. Treasure Toys and 3 others, it says, posted this saying Majin Vegeta, the blue standard version is in stock. Shipment within 12 hours. Okay, so Treasure Toys now also has this Majin Vegeta in stock. Okay, got that. I mean, as far as this figure goes, like, the face sculpts aren't like the most breathtaking artistic stuff ever, but like, I'm kind of fine with them. You know, I'm kind of fine with it. Like, I don't feel like I need another Majin Vegeta necessarily or anything, you know, so I'm fine with this for the most part. Although I think the expression when he's like kind of like he's sweating and he's like, you know, his mouth is open or whatever, to me that one is like the weakest one. But apart from that, it does resemble Vegeta, I think. It's just not like, it's not like Black Shark levels of artistry, which is what I do want to see going forward from all studios. Okay, you like this one right here. I think that is a pretty weak expression right there. Like really pretty weak, basic looking stuff, you know what I mean? But apart from that, like this expression I think is pretty much okay. It's not like, as I said, not super artistic, but it can pass to me. I can work with it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so got that. This right here, once again, yeah, to me that is like the weakest one. Like, just like, I don't like how that looks at all, you know. All right, Black Shark. So Black Shark, it says Black Shark in Courier News, reposted by Courier News. It says, why is my Wukong different from yours? Okay, so you got this, look at this here. I mean, just, yeah, this is good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff right there, you know. This is what SH Figuarts really should be doing, you know, like, yeah. So you got that, and then you got this right here, okay. I do think that, I think the looking, oddly enough, I think the looking to the side expression is a bit better than this one. Like, this one, like, it looks good, basically, but it is also, like, I guess, I don't know, I think his mouth possibly. Something about his mouth might seem slightly off to me. Like, his mouth might be a bit too high up or something, I don't know. But it still looks way better than SH Figuarts, you know? So you got that right there. Yeah, that actually looks like, from this angle, it looks really cool. So very interesting. I guess it depends on the angle and stuff. You got this right here next to Dangerous Pride Vegeta, right? I think his mouth is probably too high up. I think that might be what it is. I think if his mouth was a bit lower, it might look a bit better. Like, it looks good, of course, obviously, but it's like, I think the mouth area is slightly off to me, slightly off. Then you got this right here next to Kind-Hearted Saiyan, I believe. So, I mean, this looks like, you know, it looks okay. It's not like complete and utter garbage, but it's clearly not like the same level of artistry as something like what Black Shark is making, which is what SH Figuarts should be making. They should basically be making like articulated statues at this point. I mean, it's almost 20 years since they started this line. Like, they need to stop making garbage. Just stop making trash. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Apparently Black Shark, it says Dragon Ball SHF Goku sidekick at 90 degrees fixed. So I guess, you know, they modified this in some way. What I think they should fix is those ugly hips, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So you got that, you got this, and you got this. You can pause if you want to like read what it says and stuff. Like, where was the first one? If you want to read that, you can pause the video. Same thing for this, okay? And you got this right here. I don't really care about this very much because, I mean, I just hate that design to begin with. I don't care about whether it can kick 90 degrees, I just want it gone. I'd like it to be tossed 90 degrees away from me, basically. Anyways, let's see. So, it says Black Shark. Pre-order for Gogeta effect parts open soon. Which do you think looks better, white or yellow? Okay, so you have these two things here. I mean, I think part of me... Well, let me say this. All right, so that's the first image right there, okay? That's the first image right there. Then you've got this one right here. Okay. Then this one. And then this right here. Okay. Now, I honestly think, dude, like, these stars are just... they're just too large, too kind of basic. Like, I think these stars basically ruin... They kind of ruin the aesthetics of this effect piece here. Like, whether they're white or yellow, like, they're too big and, like, jarring. Like, it looks kind of like... It makes it look like a kid's toy. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it look like a children's toy. Like, it just, like, they're so plain and basic. Like, it's just like... It looks like they made the effect piece and then just tossed a bunch of stars onto it. You know what I mean, dude? Like, to me, the stars just kind of ruin the whole thing. I just don't like how the stars look, no matter what color they are. I think possibly if the stars were translucent, then that might help. But whether white or yellow, dude, I think the yellow looks worse than the white, though. So I think the white is probably the better one, but mainly because it helps the stars not stand out as much. Like, right here, they really stand out because they're, like, bright yellow. Whereas this one, they don't stand out as much. So I really do think, though, either remove these stars completely or make them translucent or something, or redesign how they look. Right now, they just look so, like, just oversized and just, like, just not cool, honestly. Just being honest here, okay? The stars, that doesn't look that great to me. So, moving on now. Blood Fang Studio, which I believe is just Kong with a new name. So, let's see here. This is by Courier News. It says Fang's newest G-Fangs with more updates arriving this summer. Expecting new versions and head sculpt updates, effects to be shown as well. As I've said before, this looks pretty good to me, but I don't buy Kong stuff. Their quality control is just too horrible for me. So let's see. Treasure Toys posted this. Says Treasure Toys and 3 others. News Omega Shenron X Blood Fang Studio. Okay, so you've got that. You got this right here as well. Looks pretty good, man. I think it looks pretty good. Like, I do think artistically, it looks pretty solid, man. You know? Yeah. And you got this right here. All right. You got this. Right, cool. This as well. Of course, they always have to toss in that dang looking to the side, man. Oh my, why are people so into this looking to the side thing? Like, why is this such a common thing? It's just like, I'm getting so just annoyed at seeing looking to the side face sculpts in general now. Like, even if they have a bunch of stuff, I'm just like, why waste a face sculpt on this? Like, this looking to the side nonsense, man. I'm tired of this. Anyways, you've got this right here, an effect piece. This looks pretty cool, I guess. I'm not sure what the source material looks like. Like, what is this called? I'm not sure what move this is. Is it called like an Omega Blaster or something? I'm not even sure. But although it does say here Star AI, so I guess this might be an AI generated image. I'm not sure. Okay. Got that. And it says Treasure Toy Store and 3 others right here. This here, basically they want feedback about this Omega Shenron figure, and I guess they're going to give out some kind of reward or something if your idea gets chosen or whatever. What do you think are the highlights of this version of Omega Shenron? I mean, I think it looks good. You know, I don't really have a strong artistic criticism of this. I guess I haven't, like, you know, sat down and looked at it side by side with the GT anime or anything like that. But from what I can see here, I think it looks pretty cool. As far as what areas need improvement, well, I mean, all these figures need shading. I mean, all SH Figuarts basically need better shading. They're too plain, too basic as far as the paint detail goes. Like, they really need shading, okay? That's what I say for basically all of these figures. They need shading, dude. Like, that is what all of them basically need. Apart from that, the quality control. Kong's quality control is too trash. Too many stories about wrist pegs snapping all the time, and the Broly neck malfunctioning and not working properly, and torso whatever possibly splitting up and whatever. Just too much garbage regarding Kong's quality control, especially considering the price of their figures. All this like $80, $100 ridiculous nonsense. Like, if you're going to charge these kind of prices, make better quality products. Like, I'm not spending that much money on a figure expecting it to be complete garbage. It's going to snap in like the second week of me having it or whatever. Like, it's ridiculous. So Kong needs to fix their quality control. I'm not worried about the aesthetics necessarily here. I'm worried about the quality of the product itself. Fix your quality control and stop releasing peg snapping garbage. That's what I'll say to that, okay? So next, this one here says career news and 3 others. Let's see. So it says, I guess September or October is probably the planned release date for this. But then it says the next product from this studio is the Android 18. I'm not sure what that means. Are they making why would Kong make an Android 18 figure? Or is that like a mistake? Did they mean to say Android 13 or something? That would make more sense. It would make more sense if Kong is gonna make an Android, like a base form Android 13 possibly, to go with the like premium scam die Super Android 13 figure. That would make sense to me. But why would they make an Android 18 figure? That's just kind of really weird if they were to make that. I don't know why they're making that. I guess because, I mean, of course the original SH Figuarts is pretty rare and expensive, I guess. But still, like, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. And why would they make Android 18 and not also make Android 17 if that's what they were making? So that's weird. But anyways, I don't know why he has a sword here. Omega Shenron never had a sword that I know of. Unless this is from like Dragon Ball Heroes or something. I don't know. But the sword, it looks well sculpted. The sculpt looks like it's, you know, it's well sculpted there. So there's that. Okay. And then you have this. I mean, this, it depends on the source material. I need to see like exactly what this is based on, if it is based on something specific. So it looks a bit goofy, but that might be how he looked at that moment, if it's based on something like that, you know. This one here, don't know why his eyes are red. I guess his eyes might turn red when he does a certain move or something. I'm not sure. Okay. You got this. You got this right here. Notice though that right here, it looks like that thing is splitting right there. That better not be some issue, some widespread problem where like after people get the figure, like this, you know, area is like splitting and breaking and stuff. I don't know, man. You can't be too sure with Kong, man. You got this right here. Quite a big split right there on his torso as well. Of course, these are test images or whatever, but still, you know, it is concerning because this is Kong, at least for me. And it's interesting how, like, I think the kind of like grayscale, you know, filter or whatever kind of makes it look like it has a good amount of shading going on, but that's probably more so due to the effect than the actual like paintwork on the figure, I would assume. If the figure does have pretty solid shading and paintwork and stuff, I'd be very, very, I guess, impressed with that, you know, to see that artistically, but I doubt that'll be the case. So you got that, this right here, then this. All right, now DB Toys, Living Luke store. It says career news and 2 others right here. It seems that the DB Toys Full Power Frieza is in stock, but it's really weird. It's like, it says in stock, but then it says all orders ship mid-month. So if it's in stock, why are you waiting until mid-month to ship them? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, just ship them now. Like, what is this? I don't understand. But anyways, I've never used Living Luke Store, so if you want this figure from them, you'll have to find it yourself. I only provide links to stores that I've used myself, and currently the only 2 stores I've used on AliExpress after the whole tariff thing started have been Kang and Treasure Toys. So if they don't have it, I won't be having a link to it, okay? Let's see now. You got that as well right there. Then you got this. And then you got this, okay? So, I mean, it looks like... I think it looks slightly cheaper than the official figure, but it's so close that if you have this, visually speaking, I don't think you're really like missing out much by not having the official figure. I of course have the official figure, so I don't need this, but if I didn't have the official figure, then I'd be very, very interested in this personally, especially for Dragon Ball Thunder, like Goku versus Frieza, that kind of stuff. But I already have the official one, you know. You got the box there. Okay, so this post right here says Courier News and AC Toys Factory. DB Toy, new look of the Frieza Full Power release. While it is a KO, the quality is said to be the highest. Okay, and have good joints and stuff. Low cost and aiming availability for all customers. What are your thoughts? I mean, like it looks very similar to the official figure. Of course, I guess if I see a review or something, I can see like whether the actual quality of the thing is, you know, good or whatever. But yeah, it looks pretty much fine to me based on what I've seen. 4 different expressions, it says here. This is another post. Courier News and 4 others, it says Living Luke Store. 4 different expressions. So let's see here. You have that. Then you got this. And this. So is that like all the expressions? I don't think it's missing anything, right? I'm not even sure. But hopefully it's not missing anything. It has all the same stuff the official figure has. And honestly, I will say, like, I am personally very, very pleased to see that now, like, premium scam die figures are getting cloned. Because I remember, like, I feel like at a certain point, premium scam die figures like really didn't get cloned unless I guess it was a Goku figure or something. But now that we're seeing Full Power Frieza get a clone, Mecha Frieza of course had a clone. Perhaps you'll also see, you know, King Cold might get a clone. Final Form Cooler might get a clone. Of course, that was like a what was that thing, like a reissue special anniversary thing or whatever. Hopefully Super Android 13 gets a clone to make that more affordable as well. $90 is just a ridiculous scam. What else is there? Is there anything else for Premium Scam Die that I would want to be available personally? If Super Android 13 was a decent price, then I would, you know, kind of like that figure in a way. Let's see, Super Android 13. I can't think of anything else right now, but I guess, you know, I might actually think about, I might compile a list of premium scam die figures that I'd like to see get like affordable clones. That might be an interesting video potentially. Let me actually write that down. I think that would be a good idea right there. Make a list of premium scam die figures that I would like to see get affordable clones. Okay, cool. I think that could be a video idea just to, like, you know, get the information out there, because premium scam die is such an outrageous, ridiculous, disgusting, horrible, horrendous, and horrible scam that I really would like to see a lot of that stuff made more affordable, you know, and just basically free people from the bondage of that slavery to premium scam die, basically, you know. So yeah, we've got that. Living Luke Store, DB Toys, showcase of 4 different expressions and all that stuff. Cool. Okay, and then let's see this one right here. Is this another post? No, it's different. Okay, so you got that. Looks pretty much like the real thing to me, right? The real figure there. You got this right here. Yeah, man, I mean, yeah, like, as I said, you know, like before, you know, it does, like, it touches my heart to see people basically given the opportunity to get a much more fair price for a product than the like just scammery that Bandai is. So I do actually appreciate what DB Toys is doing here, like genuinely. So, you know, thank you just for the intention of giving people like a more affordable option, man. I'm tired of seeing just scams everywhere all the time, man. It's ridiculous. So you got this right here, and of course the Bandai, you know, license is held hostage by Bandai right now. So DF, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, this ints page could be a fake page, I don't know. But anyways, it says that the Savage Duo Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is available now. Distributors in different areas may have slightly different delivery times. And actually, I saw some images of this recently, which made me kind of say that, you know, like, the face sculpts might be a bit better than I thought they were. So let's look at this. Treasure Toys and 4 others, it says here. They have the DF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in stock right now. Okay. Then we have this, Treasure Toys and Gold Ozaru right here. Okay, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right there. Another image. And this image as well. Okay. Then you got this right here, Antares Reviews and Treasure Toys. Right. Okay. In stock at Treasure Toys. Same thing. You got this. Then you got this as well. And Kang also has it in stock. Okay, so both Kang and Treasure Toys now have the DF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in stock. Of course, link in the description and on dbfigs.com. Treasure Toys posted this again in stock, same thing. Now, these images here. So, I saw these images on Reddit. It says posted by Real Blade Esther, I guess. Okay, so this right here, I think the DF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta face sculpts might be somewhat acceptable. Like, I'm trying to like measure my words here. I'm kind of surprised. It could be the lighting though. It could be the lighting, but I don't know. I mean, this might look decent. It's too shiny on the arms though. The fur is too shiny there for sure. But like, why would you make that so shiny, dude? Oh my goodness. But look at these right here. This might be, you know, it's, I think, I don't know. They're a bit better than I expected, basically. You know, I think they're a bit, but the thing is though, that could be due to the lighting. The lighting that the person's using could be making them look better than they really look, you know? And I remember Rocco the Great in his KW Studio review mentioned that, where he said like basically people were presenting that figure in a certain kind of lighting that made it look better than it really does. And so that might be the case here. The lighting of this, you know, this image or these images might be making this look better than it really does. So I don't know for sure. I guess I'll have to see like, you know, like a regular review with bright lighting and stuff to really get a good look at this thing. But as far as these go right here, like, they definitely are somewhat generic, but they're less generic than what I think DF usually makes. They're leaning a bit more strongly towards being artistic compared to what they usually make, I think. So like, I think this one, for example, looks pretty good, pretty interesting there. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like these images made me kind of think about possibly wanting to get it, but then I'm like, man, like, I'm confident that someone's gonna make a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in the future, possibly the near future, that is better than both Tonsen and DF, and kind of like has the best of both worlds, where it has the proper buff body proportions that the DF has, or something similar, and it has artistic face sculpts like Tonsen. I think something like that is going to happen in the future, and I'd rather wait and see if that does take place than buy this, for example, and then when something better is released, I'm like, oh, now I'm stuck with this thing that I don't really want anymore compared to the other one. So I'm gonna wait and see if something better arises, but I am very interested in seeing like a review of this with bright lights and stuff to really get a good look at that. But yeah, you got that right there. Okay, then you got this. That one I think is one of the best. That might be the best face sculpt on this figure, like in general, like overall. That might be the best one. I think that actually looks kind of cool. Kind of cool. Interesting. I'm like, DF, don't you make me buy this figure. Don't you dare. No, no, no. I've got to fight to be like, no, I'm not getting this, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait and see if XH Lion can deliver. Okay, I'm waiting for XH Lion, dude. Because I think that at some point, hopefully, XH Lion resurfaces and makes something better than both DF and Tonsen, okay? XH Lion, we need you. We need you, XH Lion. Where are you? Okay. Anyway, so the Martialist Forever is also in stock at Treasure Toys. Okay, just as a note there. Let's see. So Courier News posted this. So he says the next DF release is Vegito Cosmic Blade. Okay. Says they've updated the product code and shipping labels set for late June to July with more update polish, highlighting accessories and hair sculpt size to a bit increase, matching it to have a new engineering standards. Okay, so this is like a previous image or whatever, a render. Keep in mind, renders are not exactly the same as final product. So I don't know what he means by new engineering standards. Hair sculpt size to a bit increase, matching it to have a new engineering standards. Does he mean that they're gonna uglify this with the hips? They're gonna uglify the hips? Is that what they're gonna do? Are they going to uglify these hips? Is that what he's saying? Oh my goodness. As I said, man, this thing is just poisoning the whole third-party world, I guess, at this point. GM. So, let's see. Head Sculpt Progress Factory, posted by Courier News. Head Sculpt Progress Factory. More face sculpts and pre-order bonuses will be shown soon. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, this, like, you know, looks pretty good here. The hair, I like the hair for sure. I like the hair. Oh, you got that. And you got this right here. Okay. But the price this thing is up for on Treasure Toys is so outrageous that I'm like, I'm confident it has to be a mistake. It has to be like, you know how on AliExpress, they basically list the stuff for these outrageous prices, like $200 or whatever, and then they put on a discount to bring it down to the real price, and so it says, oh, 70% off or whatever. It makes it look like it's on sale when it's really just like, that's the actual price it should be. I don't know why they do that nonsense. It's just like, it's just annoying. It's like, dude, just list the thing for the real price. But I guess they have this kind of like mentality where it's like, oh, if we make it look like it's on sale, people are more likely to buy it, that kind of thing, right? So the price this thing is going for on Treasure Toys right now is outrageous, and I'm confidently hopeful that that is just like, basically Treasure Toys hasn't enabled the discount thing yet or whatever, because I think that happened with the ZL Studio Broly before, where it was like $150, but that was because I think like the discount thing ran out and they had to like re-enable the discount or whatever, and that's why the price looked so outrageous. So I'm hoping that's the case with this, and it's not really the price I'm seeing. We're gonna get into that in the AliExpress section, okay? So you got this right here. Okay, you got that. Then you got this right here. Yeah, so Courier News posted this. GM Studios Full Power Anger sets are officially revealed, releasing in late October/November. and only designed for the full power Broly figure. The materials are high quality. Okay, so we've seen this before, of course, right? Got that. Got this. Remember this, like, this looks a bit too small, I think. I'm really surprised they haven't increased the size of that at all, it seems. At least these renders are the same, I think. You got that. Got this. I think we've seen these before. This one, because of Instagram's nonsense, I can't see the full image. You got this. Why would they not optimize their app to display the full image? Just such stupidness, dude. Alright, you got that. You got this. I guess this is like the you know, mouth energy blast or something. That's what I would assume that is. You got that. You got this. Okay, cool. Then we've got this. Courier News and 2 others. Living Look store here. GM Studio new release. Dragon Ball Super Full Power Broly upgrade accessory pack. Solid straight hair version. Contents: 1 head sculpt plus 3 face sculpt expressions. Serious, smiling, roaring. Solid flowing hair version. Same thing, 1 head sculpt, 3 face sculpts. Serious, injured, and grinning. Bundle bonus. Purchase both straight hair and flowing hair sets. Free bonus, surprised. Okay, the surprised one there. Yeah, estimated Q4 2026. So I'm tired of this, like, splitting it into 2 sets. Garbage. Just do what TK did do. Just make 1 set with all the stuff in there, man. I'm tired of this nonsense, to be honest. So yeah, I'm probably not getting this. I'm just tired of that garbage, dude. Like, make 1 set with all the expressions, okay? That's what TK did with the Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly stuff. Just go that route. Or like how Air with the Beast Gohan stuff, like, had a bunch of expressions in 1 set. Do that. Stop doing this 2 set split up garbage. Tired of seeing this nonsense, man. Tired of it. Tired of it. So yeah, probably not gonna get this nonsense, alright? Tired of that 2 splitting up nonsense, and then you gotta pay like $80 or some garbage to get the whole thing. Or even way more than that if the price on Treasure Toys is the correct price, which I really... If that's the correct price, man, if the price on Treasure Toys is correct, that is just complete and utter trash. I would not recommend even considering getting this for that price. Like, seriously. But we're going to get into that later on, okay? So you got this as well. So I believe you've seen these before. Same stuff, you know. You got that. Then you've got this right here. Okay. Stop doing this split up nonsense. You got that. Make 1 set. So, yeah. Right here on Treasure Toys, when I checked earlier, the price for 1 set, dude, 1 set, not both sets, 1 set, the price is $100.06. Now, it's already bad enough to charge $100, but you had to also add 6 more cents? Dude, like, this has to be a mistake. This has to be a case where it's like, you know, the whole discount thing was not enabled yet or hasn't been enabled yet or something. This has to be a mistake. Because there's no way that GM is insane enough, or Treasure Toys is insane enough to ask people to pay $100 for 3 face sculpts, dude. Like, I know you're not serious. You must be kidding. This must be a mistake. I'm giving Treasure Toys the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming this is like just, they haven't enabled the discount thing yet, okay? Because I don't think they've posted on their Instagram saying it's like up for pre-order yet. So I might have just seen it early and the discount has not been enabled yet. But if this is the real price, if this is what GM is charging, if this is what Treasure Toys is charging, do not buy this garbage. Do not do it. Because to get both sets together, I think is like $187 or something right now. And we're going to get into that more in the AliExpress section, okay? Legend creation. So this is like, you know, basically a bootleg version of the Super Saiyan Full Power Broly figure. So let's see here. Legend, posted by Courier News, Legend Creation. New restock of the KO Full Power Broly is announced. Okay, so this right here, I've heard decent things about it. Like, I've heard that the quality is pretty good, but it doesn't have butterfly joints, I think. So there's that. So if you want to, like, I mean, it might be a decent alternative to the Full Power Broly figure, because it's like $100 or whatever, which is just ridiculously outrageous. So this might be a decent alternative, okay? But I don't think it's out yet, you know. So you have that. Now it's weird, like this seems to show a butterfly joint cut, but I guess, like, is it that the butterfly joints are like glued in place or they don't work or something? I don't know, because this one does have a butterfly joint cut there. Okay, so I don't know, but whatever price this bootleg is, like, this is probably the price the figure should actually be. You know, I haven't done a scamculation for that one. I might do a scamculation for that, but if I had to guess, I'd say it should probably be like, you know, wait a minute, I think I did do the scamculation for that Broly, and it worked out to like, what, $30 something or something, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think I did the scamculation for that back in the video I made, where I said, like, I calculated what Essig Figuarts should actually cost or whatever. So recustom / DKO, some images here of the Goku head sculpts, right? I mean, I like these for the most part, you know. This one looks a bit basic here, I guess, you know, and the hair looks a bit more pale yellow right there. Don't know why. I don't remember it looking like this in the box and stuff, so I don't know. But this is both posted by DKO Toys right there. And you got this right here, pretty cool. It does look like, you know, that moment when Goku was sacrificing himself and stuff. You got this right here. Like, they look good. They just look a bit plain, you know. As I've said before, you know, SH Figuarts in general, they suffer from a lack of shading, man. A lack of shading and detail, you know. Very unfortunate. Especially for the price tag and the reputation of, like, oh, these are such amazing figures or whatever, you know. So you got that right there. And of course, as those of you who follow my posts would know, it was recently leaked, possibly, that Jada Toys is going to be making some Hunter x Hunter figures. And if they do, I'm very, very pleased about that, because of course the Essig Figuarts versions are disgustingly overpriced. So if Jada Toys does make those, then very strong chance I'll be getting them and, like, reviewing them and stuff, you know, myself. Like, well, specifically the Gon and Killua. Hopefully they also make Crollo, Silva, and Zeno, and possibly Illumi. But yeah, so we'll have to see, man. But if Jada Toys, man, if someone else can just get the Dragon Ball license, man, just get the Dragon Ball license. And the thing is too, like, if the prices are appropriate, if the prices are decent, then I'm okay with a figure not being, like, incredible art, right? If the prices are appropriate. The problem with the Bandai is they charge these disgusting prices and make these generic figures, dude. If you're gonna make figures that are more artistically simple, okay, charge lower prices, dude. You can't be charging high-end prices for generic figures. That's what Bandai does. That's what Bandai does. If you want to see a real high-end figure, look at something like Hot Toys, for example, okay, or 1/6 scale stuff. Even just the face sculpts, right? Completely destroy SH Figuarts. And even, dude, even Storm Arena, right? Storm Arena face sculpts and stuff look way better than most, if not all, SH Figuarts, okay? And they're cheaper than SH Figuarts, okay? Bandai is horrible. All right, continuing here, you got this. Then you got this happy expression. This looks really good. This is really good. This looks exactly like Goku to me. Like, this, why does Bandai have such a difficult time making this? You know, Why can't Bandai just make this? I don't understand why they can't just, whoever the sculptors or artists or whatever, why can't you just look at the source material and sculpt it? Why can't you just look at the source material and sculpt it, dude? Look at the source material and sculpt it. I don't understand why it's so difficult for them. I'm like, whoever's sculpting for Bandai, they need to either drastically improve or just replace them right now. Just replace whoever's sculpting these things, man. Just replace them. Get someone better, dude. Like, get a better team or something. Just get a better team or whatever, man. Please. Or lower your prices. One of the two. So you got this right here. Cool. Okay. This one is not super strong, I don't think. I think the Bardock sculpts look better than this. Yeah. But the Happy one is that's really solid stuff right there. Next, let's see, you got this. Okay, so they also have the smiling kind of like eyebrows down. Okay. Now, Six Company, Courier News, and this account, it says shipped on June 20th, okay? So, yeah. You got the red hair right there, blue hair. You got these images. We've seen these before, I believe, right? So, yeah. If you wanted to, there's quite a bit to read here. If you want to read all of that, then you can pause the video and read all of that stuff right there. Okay. It does say limited quantity though. I don't think I've seen this on Treasure Toys or Kang. So if you want to find that, I do not have a link for that. Okay. Not right now. Got that. Got this. Got that. This. And this, I believe that's the last one. Yeah. And then I think this is the last thing. So I don't know if this is tuck and tack or not. It might be tuck and tack. I'm not sure. If it is tuck and tack, a link in the description. But I'm not sure if this is tuck and tack or not. I'm really not sure. Okay. But Living Luke Store. It says Courier News and Living Luke Store, right? And let's see here. Just some images of this. Yeah. Broly head sculpt, accessories and stuff. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Let's see. Multiple face sculpts. Dual hairstyle parts to upgrade your SHF Broly. Okay, cool. So you've got that right there. Then you've got this. It's not artistically incredible, I would say, but it can pass, I guess, as long as the price is not ridiculous. I don't think, well, the tuck and tack price, if you give them a shipping break, price is not too bad. You got this. Then you've got this right here. Okay. Then you got this. So many looking to the side expressions, but I think they do have a decent amount of other stuff, though. At least they have neutral looking forward, teeth grid, and yelling. So it's not like they have one looking forward and then one looking to the side, so yeah, you got that stuff. All right, so let's see the teeth gridded though. I think the teeth gridded is that looks pretty decent, not artistically incredible, but it can pass. I'd be fine with it, I guess, in a sense. This one though, the teeth, this needs some work, man. It looks like he looks like he has toothpaste in his mouth or something, the paint is it's too much white paint going on there, man. It looks like his mouth is just he has toothpaste all over his mouth there, man. So I think they really need to work on this. I don't think this looks very good at all. That does not look, no. They got to go back to the drawing board with this. This really this needs some work, man. This right here, this is I would say that is unacceptable. Honestly, I'd say that's unacceptable. Yeah. Yeah, that needs some work. Then you've got this. So you've got looking to the side, let's say looking to his left, looking forward yelling, looking forward teeth gritted, looking to his right, and then looking forward stern. So at least they have looking forward stern, teeth gritted yelling. At least they have those. I think once you have those three, you can add other stuff, right? You can add other expressions. but you can't have like looking to the side and not have looking forward, dude. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. So at least they have those, like, those three, what I think are pretty much essential expressions: neutral looking forward teeth gritted, looking forward yelling. Once you have those, you can add other stuff, and I'm like, okay, at least you covered these. Okay, so there's that. You've got this hair. Is that the same image again? No, 8, then 9. Okay, you got that right there. And then apparently, I guess there's matte hair and pearlescent hair. Okay, you got this. Then you got this. My apologies there. You got this right here. Okay, cool. I'd like to see it on the superhero body though, not the armored one. He was not like this in the armor, to my knowledge. You got that right there. Okay, you got this. Now this one probably could use a bit more sculpt work to make it look a bit more animated. Right now he looks like he's just like you know when you go to the dentist and it says, like, you know, say ah, and it's like ah. It looks like he's at the dentist, you know what I mean? And the other one looked like he had toothpaste, so I guess it's all like dentistry themed. So the other one, the teeth gritted, looks like he has toothpaste in his mouth, and this one looks like he's saying ah at the dentist. So this is basically like a dentist visit Broly, basically, I guess, is what this is. So yeah, they do need to, I think, work on that. They probably won't. I assume they're going to just release this, but they really could have done a better job. Dude, he literally looks like he just opened his mouth to say ah at the dentist, man. So yeah, okay. And is that it? Yeah, that's it for the PDF. Let's now go into AliExpress, which is the last segment of today's recap. Alright, so first, as for Air HM, the Beast Gohan stuff I mentioned earlier, Kang has these in stock. You got version A, B, 3 sets, and then you got version C right here as well. Okay, Treasure Toys also has them, same sets available. Let me see, this one's $51.55 here, right here is $49.85. So Kang is slightly cheaper, it seems. Yeah, let's see, are they all the same price? Yeah, so Kang is slightly cheaper. As for the Future Gohan, Treasure Toys has him here, $72.09. Free shipping on all of these things as well, just as a note. $72.09 right there. Kang has it for $69.22. So, like, about, you know, what, about $3 less, basically, more or less, right? So there's that. So I guess Treasure Toys really dropped their price a lot. I think their price was like way higher before, like 87 or something. So they've dropped that a lot, it seems. Kang has it here as well. As for Majin Vegeta, now previously Kang had a listing with the regular blue version in stock, I believe it was. That listing seems to now be gone. I guess that is sold out. But they do have this pre-order listing here for all the 4 different versions. Okay, if you want to pre-order any of those. And Treasure Toys, although they posted saying that they said the blue is in stock, right? But on both of these listings here, like, they both say pre-order. 2 different listings from Treasure Toys here. And they both say pre-order. So I don't know what's going on regarding what's in stock. I had thought that, so I guess this is in stock. I guess the blue one here is in stock, but the others are still pre-orders. That's what I'm assuming that means. Okay, but yeah. Okay, cool. And then the Martialist Forever, of course, both Kang and Treasure Toys have, well, let's say this. Kang posted saying they have it in stock, right? But this listing here still says pre-order now. Don't know why. Okay, they should change that if they have it in stock. As for Treasure Toys, they have 2 listings for this Goku figure. This one here says pre-order now. And this one says buy now. $43.56 free shipping. Okay, so one says pre-order, one says buy now. Okay, so I assume this one is like in stock right now. It says 12-hour shipping. This one though, this one also says in stock right here. Well, STC, okay. But this one says in stock here. But still it says pre-order here. So I don't know what's going on with that, okay? At least this one says buy now, okay? And it has one review, it says. This one doesn't have any reviews, okay. As for the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Kang says they have this in stock. They posted that on Instagram, right? But it still says pre-order now. Don't know why. I think these stores should be a bit more diligent about adjusting the listing status of these products. Like if you post saying it's in stock or whatever, change this to buy now instead of saying pre-order now, because you're going to confuse people when they go to the listing and see pre-order, although you said you have it in stock. Like I'm even confused a bit right here, okay? So as for the DF Vegito, Treasure Toys has it up for pre-order, $70.29 free shipping, okay? And then the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from DF Treasure Toys, it says buy now, $70.76 free shipping. And there's another listing right here, same price, $70.76 free shipping, also says buy now. But this one says 4 sold, this one says 183 sold, and it has a 1-star review. Don't know what that's about necessarily. But yeah, I don't know why they have 2 different listings for the same figure or whatever. I don't know why they do that stuff. But anyways, the Tonsen Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, available here from Treasure Toys, $79.70. They have both versions available, both A and B, okay? Although the A is already being scalped, $90.03. You expect it from Treasure Toys, man. As I've said before, just because I share links to Treasure Toys and Kang, because I've used them in the past since the whole tariff thing started and I've gotten my figures and whatever, doesn't mean I'm not aware that they are scalpers. I mean, I don't know of any AliExpress sellers personally that aren't scalpers. I mean, as long as a figure is popular or it starts selling really well, or not as many people have it as before or whatever, like you're gonna see the prices start going up and stuff. I'm not aware of any AliExpress sellers personally that don't do that. If you know of any, then feel free to, like, I don't know, send an email through dbfigs.com or something. I could look into it and consider perhaps, you know, try their store and possibly share links to them or something. But I mean, as far as I know, they're basically all scalpers on there. So like AliExpress is basically like scalper city, you know. That's unfortunate. That's the reality we're dealing with. I'm not aware of any, okay? There might be someone that I'm not aware of, but I highly doubt it, especially in the Dragon Ball figure world. Like the Dragon Ball space is so infested with greed, and it basically flows from Bandai. Like, because Bandai is such a greedy company, they basically set a greedy trend and a greedy example that third-party customers and stuff tend to follow. You understand what I mean? So it's because of Bandai is basically setting the standard for what is considered acceptable in people's eyes. So that is one reason I think why AliExpress is so infested with scalping and stuff. But anyway, so you got that right there. And then another listing here, same thing, 9003, scalping the snot out of that Gogeta right there. Got version A and version B. And then now this is the GM thing. So right here, you will see it says 106 for the straight hair version. Same price for the flowing hair edition. And if you want both of them, $187.20. So I'm assuming this is just like a mistake, as in they haven't yet done the whole slash the price thing. Like look at this, for example, this Gogeta here. You see how it says $187.96, but it's slashed and 57% off brings it down to $79.70. I think they just haven't done the slashing part yet. So it might end up saying like 106, then it's slashed down to like $35 or something or whatever, and it says, oh, I don't know, 70% off or whatever, you know. I'm assuming they haven't done that yet, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt in that regard. If this is the actual legit price that GM or Treasure Toys or whoever is charging for this, ridiculous. I obviously do not recommend getting this for this price. If the price does drop to something more reasonable with the percent off or whatever, then I will let you all know. But as long as this is the price here, I do not recommend getting this at this current price, okay? But if you, for some reason, don't care about spending $100 for 3 face sculpts, then link in the description and on dbfigs.com. But I will update you all if I see the price go down to something more reasonable, okay? Anyways, guys, that's it for the Dragon Ball figure recap. If you want to be updated on Dragon Ball figures, be sure to subscribe and follow the recap every Friday. And visit dbfigs.com if you want to make collecting much more simple, less stressful, and more convenient. And share it with other collectors if you appreciate the news and the coverage and all that stuff. And my blunt opinions regarding these figures, because I'm not just going to tell you, hey guys, pre-order this now, yay. I'm going to tell you, if I think it's trash, I'll tell you I think it's trash. If I think it's great, I'll tell you I think it's great. Simple as that. All right. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.